You are tuned in to the Overtime Station, the Mega Mix. Oh yeah. Welcome everybody to another episode of Saturday Morning Weekend Review. I am your host, Rossi Balboa. This is a radio show where we talk about social subjects, music, live interviews, sports talk, and black history. This is the week of December 25th to January 2nd of 2023. Hope everybody had a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We're going to go ahead and jump things off with a song. This is Champion by Rossi Balboa from the Rossi Balboa mixtape. Oh yeah.
Victory is ours. First you get the money, then you get the power. There's no competition, we devour. Out here grinding on my 25th hour. I'ma ride like a champion. You can see it in my eyes, I'm a champion. I'ma live, I'ma die like a champion. Yeah, I'm a champion. Yeah, I'm a champion. Victory is ours. First you get the money, then you get the power. There's no competition, we devour. Out here grinding on my 25th hour. I'ma ride like a champion. You can see it in my eyes, I'm a champion.
You ain't know I'm the man this year. Somebody tell these people that the champ is here. Far and near, look here, man, I fear no man. First name Tarzan, last name Coleman. Anytime I battle, the crowd yell bravo. Take it toe to toe, blow to blow like Apollo. When he had an afro, swinging like a falcon. Hoes call me the Italian stallion. Swag like Diddy, pretty like Ricky. Float like a butterfly, trained by Megan. Mr. T beat me, but I had to dust him. Had more change, had to rush him like the Russian. Beat me in the alley, I ain't barring none. Ricky street fighter, I can shoot the Tommy gun. And with that, I'm blazing on. I'm going lay up with Adrian.
Victory is ours. First you get the money, then you get the power. There's no competition, we devour. Out here grinding on my 25th hour. I'ma ride like a champion. You can see it in my eyes, I'm a champion. I'ma live, I'ma die like a champion. Yeah, I'm a champion. Yeah, I'm a champion. Victory is ours. First you get the money, then you get the power. There's no competition, we devour. Out here grinding on my 25th hour. I'ma ride like a champion. You can see it in my eyes, I'm a champion.
You want a prize fight? Then go ahead, call me. Beat your ass up and get drunk with Paulie. And on my hands I got glove tattoos. The stadium need a Rossi Balboa statue. We be holding my arms up, though we winning in this rap game. This is us. Put me in the ring, I'm going round for round. I got my weight up and I ain't gained 1 pound. Yeah, I'm in shape, I'm eating raw eggs. There's nothing in my kitchen but sandwich bags and bread. The price right like Plinko, 85 pesos, Ocho Cinco. I'm trimming off limbs, catch me working out, nigga training in the gym. I'm a rapper and a fighter. Rossi Balboa got the eye of the tiger.
Victory is ours. First you get the money, then you get the power. There's no competition, we devour. Out here grinding on my 25th hour. I'ma ride like a champion. You can see it in my eyes, I'm a champion. I'ma live, I'ma die like a champion. Yeah, I'm a champion. Yeah, I'm a champion. Victory is ours. First you get the money, then you get the power. There's no competition, we devour. Out here grinding on my 25th hour. I'ma ride like a champion. You can see it in my eyes, I'm a champion.
All right, right now we got on the line Do It Yourself Records, E.T., CEO of Do It Yourself Records from South Fade Mafia. I want to say, how you doing, my man?
Man, I believe that, man. I'm in the building, man. We better make this happen, man.
For sure, man. I want to say thank you, man. First off, I want to say thank you for coming to the show. And secondly, man, I want to say thank you for letting me be a part of the record label, Do It Yourself Records, put me in the family with y'all, man. Everything is really appreciated from my end, dog.
Man, same here, man. Much love, man. You know, coming from 8, man, we always gonna represent, man, and we try to show love to everybody, man. But you know, the 8 is much love, and it's always gonna be understood.
For sure, man. So first off, this is gonna be a New Year's edition. So we're gonna unlimited questions today. So first off, I want to ask you what made you want to start a record label?
Man, be honest with you, man. It's like when I first started up, I really wasn't trying to start a label. I just gonna do a compilation. And I was basically doing a compilation. I had got with Ray Ball, and I started getting beats from him. And, you know, we was going to Greg Lane's studio down there at UA Tower. So, and I was just basically just doing songs, man, working on the compilation. And, man, I just said, man, I started the compilation. I started really feeling how the vibe was going, man. And I said, man, I might want to go on and just do a label, man. So I had got with Ray, and, man, we were just sitting around talking, and man, he decided, and me and him got together, and we just said, man, we're gonna form a label. And I said, all right, that's what's up. And so we just basically, man, it started from there.
For sure. All right. My second question, I want to know, like, who all have you brought down to Nashville, like, to do shows? Like, I know you got plenty, so if you can name some people you brought down here, I'd like to know who all have you brought to Nashville.
Man, to be honest, man, with you, man, and not trying to toot my own horn, but man, everybody is really done came through here that's been major, man. I had a part in them coming some kind of way, man, from Snoop to, man, I was the first one when I was with Rambo, man. We brung Lil Wayne, Turd. When I was with Rambo, man, we got together and we brung BG, we brung shit, man, Lil Flip, man, I done brung so many people, man, not just here, but to Nashville, to Alabama, man, from Lil Wayne to, man, it's slipping my mind. Hold on,
I know you ain't brought
so
like.
Many of them, man, I'm finna run it down to you who all I done been affiliated with, who I done brung to not just the Ville, but to Memphis. I done brung Jeezy to Memphis.
Yeah.
I brung T.I. to Memphis. I brung
I know we did Rick Ross and
I brung Booster. I brung Webby. I brung Mike Jones. I brung Paul Wall.
I know I've been a part of with the hood nigga dude. Damn. The hood nigga.
Well, you know, you did Zone with Fox.
Yeah, Fox.
So I had Mr. Magic down here, man. I had Mr. Servone down here. Man, I had
Kia Shine.
I had Kia Shine down here, man. You know, it's so many, man. The list go on, man. And you know what? R.I.P. to Gangsta Boo. I brung Boo down here.
Yeah,
I brung
man.
Gangsta Boo down here.
Yeah, R.I.P.
I brung Boo down here. Man, I brung Trina down here. I brung Trick Daddy down here.
Yeah.
Man, the list go on, man. But I've been involved in these shows, man, for damn near all my life. Well, not all my life, but ever since I started doing this round, I think I probably about 19, and Rambo brung it to me. And from here on, then on out, man, we was doing everybody, man. I did Bone Crusher in Alabama. I did
Gorilla Zoe in Alabama.
I did Gorilla Zoe in Alabama. I did
Webby.
Plies in Alabama. I did
Plies,
Webby
Webby.
in Alabama. Nah, I done did so many shows, man. It's like the list go on, man.
Right, we did Rick Ross and Gucci Man too down here at the Municipal.
Yeah, and also I did golly, what's that group name used to be? They out of Atlanta, man. I can't think of their name. It was light skinned dude and some other man.
The Young Bloods.
Yeah, Young Blood. That's who it was. I did Young Blood, man. The list go on, man. You know, I done won with shows. I done lost with shows, man. It is what it is, man. But I done brought a lot of people to the pill, man.
Right. I'm knowing our way because you let me open up for a bunch of them, and I appreciate that too.
Yeah.
I was gonna say too, another question I wanted to ask you was being from South Fate, why didn't you like just join with OCW them and just stay with like South Fate Records?
Well, when we first started off, OCW them, they was doing their own thing, and when I came into the game, when I first come into the game, like I say, I was doing a compilation, and when I tried I tried to see what OCW them had going on, but at the time they was fooling with Rico Carney. So when I found out that, I said, shit, Rico already had his own money. He didn't need no money.
Yeah.
So I said, man, I'm gonna do my own thing, and I had got with OCW said, man, just do your own thing, man, cause like I say, Rico was already helping them out and shit. So I said, forget it, man. I'm just gonna do my own thing. But man, do it yourself. It all comes from South Bay, man. It come from me doing it myself, man. Because from day one, man, when I first got in this game, in the street game, it is, man, I did it myself, man. I ain't had no help. I ain't had no loan. I ain't had a nigga throw me nothing. I did it myself, man. And when Ray Ball mentioned the do it yourself and the DIYS, man, we got together, man. That's what it was, man. Do it yourself.
Right. So how many albums have you released under Do It Yourself?
Man, I released, and this sounds game. This not just the only album I released 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I released 7 albums. The first album was Nashville Most Wanted. Then I had 615. I had Dime Bree. I had Lady Chopper. I did it, and I got albums that's pretty much done, but then I ain't never released it. I got an ODC album I ain't never released yet.
Yeah.
I got a Mr. Reese album I ain't never released yet. I got a 60 Boy album I ain't never released yet. And I released your album. I released the Tennessee Most Wanted. I released the Rossi Hometown Hero.
Yeah.
Man, I still got some stuff in the cut, man, but I really lost contact with my man Greg, and man, Ray had a lot of stuff out of his house, and then some kind of way he got messed up, so I got to try to get in touch with Greg Lane. Man, Greg Lane, if you listening, man, you need to get at me, man. You got some material I need to get.
Right. I like to see Greg, my dad said. Yeah, you really now you did the AMP album too, so I'm not shout out to M too.
I'm my bad. I forgot all about my boy AMP. AMP would be hot for me not calling him out, man. I'm sorry, AMP. I released the AMP James Unexpected, man.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Nah, it's just so many, man. I understand, man. Shit, it's so many. Yeah, for sure, man. You sure definitely put a lot of work here in Nashville. A lot of people need to know the work you put in behind. That's why I wanted to get you on this show and let it be known. You feel me?
Man, that's what's up, man. You know I was gonna come through regardless, man. I'm just a phone call away to make this stuff happen. Once I showed up, it's time to get it in there.
For sure. Now like right before my album was finna drop, you did a little stint in jail. I want to know like how long did you do, and if you believe if you never went to jail, well, we'd have got a record deal.
Man, you know what? I truly, and I know it was gonna be a record deal, man. With Do It Yourself, man, because I was right at the door, man, and I was getting calls, man, and I was making shit happen, man. But unfortunately, man, I went all the way legit, and sometimes this shit happens, man. I had one foot in and one foot out, and every time I try to do something to get me out the game, I had a setback.
Yeah.
And that's part of it, and man, I went away from. I ended up getting my first sentence I got. I ended up getting I had a 10-year sentence at a 10-year sentence, and it was at 30%. I had to do a year and a day. I ended up getting caught with $75,000. I was trying to buy $10,000, and the crazy thing about it, man, it was me, and it was my boy Smoke Money. But the crazy thing about it was, man, some people, man, they don't keep it always solid because even though I'm the one got jammed up and dealt with that shit all the way, I still end up giving him half his money back, man, and he wouldn't keep it all the way solid, and he was still fucking with me, but still, man, I was hearing shit about he was making it seem like that I had took his money, man, and that shit hurt me to the heart, man, because I know I wasn't that type of nigga, man. And I can recall Jazz one time trying to get us both at the studio, because he had been going around saying that I had got him. I mean, I had got his money and shit, and he was still fucking with me, man. That's why I ain't understanding that shit. So if a nigga, that's why I say, man, niggas sometimes, man, I love that little nigga to death, man. But man, he didn't keep it always solid like I kept it with him, man, and that shit sort of pissed me off a little bit. So I ended up getting a 10-year sentence. I got a year and a day. I ended up, crazy thing about it, man, I ended up getting out early because I got sleep apnea. And they wouldn't pay for my sleep machine down in Smith County, so I got out early. And then, man, like, shit, I want to say about 3 or 4 years later, man, I caught another charge, man, conspiracy to sell Deladas, man, and I ended up getting a 20, ran with my 10, or I would have had a 30 running wild, but I had Glenn Funk at the time, and Funk worked this match. I both had a 15, ran in my 10, and both had a 15-year sentence, but I didn't realize everybody other than my daddy-in-law on my case had snitched on me and was gonna turn on me. So when I went to take my plea, they told me they'd give me a 20. If I ain't take the 20, I can box it up. And I said, shit. Well, I didn't know at the time though everybody had snitched on me because I hadn't got my paperwork back. So, but I still went on and took the 20 because I was getting my 10 ran together, and that was one thing I was trying to do.
Yeah.
So I did 5 years, man, and I know for a fact, man, before I got in trouble, man, we had just left from
Atlanta.
we had just left from Memphis. We had just did T.I. and Jeezy in Memphis, and you opened up for them, and when we was coming home, we stopped by
Nah, I think that was Atlanta, E. That was when we was at the Zaytoven party.
Well, yeah, we did that too, but I'm talking about, remember when we did Memphis, and I stopped at Selected Hits coming home. I think it's Selected Hits in Memphis.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
And they was going. I was gonna press the album up because I didn't want nobody paying to press it up, but they was gonna put money in to push the album. And I was trying to wait to see if somebody else was gonna come along because I was already messing with Southwest. And I know, man, you had too many features, man. You had too many hits, man. Still to this day, you got one of the hardest albums out, man, and people sleeping on it because you got a lot of haters in the field too, man. But
for sure.
yeah, if I had not got in trouble, man, Do It Yourself would have been made.
Man, for facts. Shout out to you on that album, man. You made my album one of the dopest ever, man. That was one of the best times in my life, meeting the people I got to meet that were featured on that album, man. So shout big ups to you on that, man, for sure, man, for sure.
Man, for sure.
Yeah. So my next question I want to ask you is, like, coming up from James Casey Project, which we call South 8, is a lot of gangs in that area. I was just wondering, was you ever affiliated with any type of gang or anything like that?
Nah, man, the closest thing I can say I got to the gang is when they started trying to call South Bay the gang, man. You know, I like I say, I got friends and Bloods and Crips and Vice Lords and GD, man, but it was just, I mean, it's just something I just ain't never just affiliated with, man. You know, I respect every gang, and I ain't gonna never disrespect no gang, but it was just something, even when I was locked up, man, they was trying to get me to get down, man, and it was just something I don't know, it was just me. I didn't want to do it, man, and it didn't have nothing against the gang because a lot of the stuff that I learned from each gang, you know, just in some of the stuff was just straight legit. Some of the stuff had me like, golly, this all right, but at the end of the day, man, I just chose to stay neutral, man, because I got friends and I got associates, man. It's hard to say you got friends these days, man, but I got a lot of people that I deal with just in gangs, man, and I want to stay neutral because I don't want to never have to I can get along with anybody, man. I've always been able to get along with anybody, so that's why I ain't never joined the gang.
Right. Yeah, that'll remind me of my friend Tone, man. Rest in peace, Tone, man. We're growing up. We didn't ever gang bang, but we had our little crew and we called ourselves YBC, Young Black Criminals. And anytime anybody asked us if we in the gang, Tone would always stand, the youngest nigga of the clique would always stand up and say, "We don't gang bang, we click claim." You know what I'm saying? And that's nothing against no gangs, but that's what we did in there. Well, in our hood, like we got a lot of gang bangers, but furthermore, the people I knew, we ain't gang bang, we click claim. You feel me?
Yes, sir. Everybody got their own shit they do, man. That's why you gotta respect everything.
For sure. So, I wanted to know, like, who was kind of some influences for ET in the game?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. The main person I always done looked up to, man, is Master P, man. It's something about P, man, that to this day I still look at P, man. P still, now P going through something with Romeo right now, his son, but to this day, man, he always done been my influence, man. I watched that man come up, and man, I even remember, man, other people like. I remember we did a show one time with Greenway, man, and Greenway came, and it was the Master P show.
Yeah.
And Greenway came out looking like P, man. It was the funniest shit ever, man. And it was in Madison, man. I remember like it was yesterday, man. Everybody, they thought Greenway was P. Greenway came out there, man, in that all white, man. Like, he looked just like Master P, man. That shit was funny, man. But P is the main one I always done looked up to, man. I looked up Jay Prince too, but I'm more affiliated with P because I watched how he did his thing. That's what I wanted to do for the Ville.
Right, man. You can't go wrong with Master P. That's one of my biggest influences myself, man. Hell yeah. But like to wrap it up, man, I got one more question for you, man. I've been hearing something about ET might have an old book coming out, man. I was wondering to know if that was a rumor or was that facts?
Nah, man, that's straight facts, man. I sit around and I thought, man, and I said, man, I got a book coming out, man. It should be here 2023, man. I might try to drop it around my birthday, man. It's called The Life I Chose, man. It's basically, man, it's just me, man, raw and uncut, man. I'm starting off when I was a kid, man. From far as I know, from growing up, coming from Alabama, man, in 1975, man. Growing up in James Casey, man, and starting off as a youth and dealing with poverty and just knowing what it's like to not have shit, to finally get shit, because I done been through it all, man. Nobody can tell me that I ain't never struggled because I know what it's like to be in James Casey, man, and every month you waiting on that food stamp day and you waiting on that check to hit, and then to get some money when you start selling dope and I'm the only nigga to ever be in the project have a 6.5 with hydraulics on Sylvia Street. Ain't nobody never had a 6.5 with hydraulics that stayed out in the project. I'm talking about parked outside in the project on Sylvia Street.
Yeah.
So it's like, and man, I got a lot to give everybody, man. I'm gonna give it all to him, man. From when I got locked up, from when I got out now, to basically, man, what I'm doing now. And man, it's like people don't realize, but man, make a long story short, man, all that shit I had selling dope, that shit gone.
Yeah.
But the crazy thing about it is what I got now, not selling drugs.
Yeah.
Man, it's crazy, man, and the peace of mind is wild, man. But yeah, the book coming, man. It's called The Life I Chose, man. It'll be in stores, man. 2023, man. It's coming.
Man, you know what, man? I know that'll be a definitely good read, man. And I can't wait for that to drop because I know I'm gonna be tuned in, reading it like a motherfucker. And I want to just say, man, like this show, man, is to give people their flowers, man. Nashville, that's what Drink Champs is all about. So Nashville, I want to kind of do that for the Ville, man. We don't got nobody ready to stand up and get nobody they love or they flowers, man, in the Ville. Everybody to themselves and do their own thing, which that's cool to a certain extent, but it's too many of us not to show each other love. And I wanted to say, man, coming from that area off of Shelby Street. I was raised on Lenore, but I was all through South 4th to South 12th, you know what I'm saying? And everybody from Casey was like growing up before me, I kind of looked up to, because that was like all we kind of had, you know, niggas grow up looking up to the drug dealers and the hustlers or the community activists or whatever. And you was like a major person to me before I even knew you as a person. I knew of E.T. And when I met you, Big David brought me to you because he had heard my mixtapes I had shot to him. And when he took me to you, man, you know, from the first time you heard me, you know, I think it was maybe a couple of sessions, but when I did that damn Jacket for Styles, you was sold from that, and you never showed me no different. Like from the first time you showed me you was all in, you been all in from the since. You always kept your word. You was always 100 with your word. Even if it was hard love, you gave me hard love. And you gave me real love, man, and you never showed me no different, man. I want to say thank you for everything you done for me, man. If ain't nobody ever told you, you a major part of the city, man. And I just want to let you know that, dog.
Yeah. It's your boy Lil Rossi, man. We doing this from Cashville to M-Town. I got my kinfolk Kill Shine in York. You know what I mean? Some niggas like to go out here now and then, you feel me? And some niggas establish themselves in the club. Indeed. What you said? Brand new outfit, counting goods by the bar. Hoes recognize me, I'm a good superstar. Keep J's on my feet, got dubs on my car. Remember me from last week, I'm a club superstar. Brand new outfit, counting dubs by the bar. Hoes recognize me, I'm a club superstar. Keep J's on my feet, got dubs on my car. Remember me from last week, I'm a club superstar.
Remember me from TV, crispy Kia Shine. Getting cash up in Cashville, still on my grind. Must have hit with them kitchen with my nigga number, man. We was shaking in the club, had the bitches jumping, man. Lost my friend phone, lost all my numbers, man. I ain't going by another one, I'm getting money, man. She was riding in Shine. Shit, I was in that road, hard head was in the shit. Really got pulled over, club superstar. Just like my nigga Rod, soon as I hit the bar, yep, watch these bitches jogging. She was drinking kinfolk, that vanilla, coke and Hennessy. They had me on that player shit, just like Memphis, Tennessee. Man, I knock a bitch, lock a bitch. Found like she was with me, ma. Take her to my hotel room, like, what you about to give me, ma? She said she want my swag backwards. She had to pause.
What you said?
Baby girl, I want them jaws.
Brand new outfit, counting goods by the bar. Hoes recognize me, I'm a good superstar. Keep J's on my feet, got dubs on my car. Remember me from last week, I'm a club superstar. Brand new outfit, counting dubs by the bar. Hoes recognize me, I'm a club superstar. Keep J's on my feet, got dubs on my car. Remember me from last week, I'm a club superstar. Nigga hustle all week just to jacket at the club. Center of attention, 6 extra inches on the dubs. Take up 2 parking spots, got a car full of thugs.
Heard the carjackers out.
We'll lock it down with the club. They see it parked outside, they wanna catch a nigga slipping.
Blue paint, blue wheels like you think the car crimping.
Plus it's sitting up high, turn the bang up high. Plus the doors open up like they tryna touch the sky. Snapping niggas at the line, y'all dummies is funny. Walking through VIP just cause we got that money. Got a swag by ourselves, y'all fuck ass niggas. We buy bottles at the bar, y'all cup ass niggas. If I take a hoe home, then she best be stylish. I don't check out no hoes, hoes check me out. Post by the dance floor like check me out. I might take her to the room so she can check me out. Brand new outfit, counting goods by the bar. Hoes recognize me, I'm a good superstar. Keep J's on my feet, got dubs on my car. Remember me from last week, I'm a good superstar. Brand new outfit, counting dubs by the bar. Hoes recognize me, I'm a club superstar. Keep J's on my feet, got dubs on my car. Remember me from last week, I'm a club superstar.